So today in 2012, we have two candidates running for Democrats, Carcetti, running for Republican, Klein. So I heard about the increased drug smuggling all across America and the rest of the world. Which is why even if I failed to stop drug smuggling during my years as governor of Maryland, I am not going to let my past mistakes get in the way of my presidency. So instead, I propose that we focus more on smaller, concentrated strikes against businesses suspected of smuggling drugs. And I propose stop and frisk policies. Because let's face it, the reason why Carcetti managed to fail to stop drug smuggling and will likely fail stopping drug smuggling now is because he's a soft-hearted Democrat who's not willing to make all of the hard choices. We Republicans had a history of making the hard choices. As a result, once I become president of the United States, I'm gonna shut down every business responsible for smuggling drugs, and not just the businesses were suspected for smuggling drugs either. Every business in general, regardless if they were suspected or not. But even then, these businesses are good for our economy. You shut down these businesses, and you're going to stop our economy altogether. Not only that, but the reason why these businesses are smuggling drugs is because they're in an economic recession right now. And the only way we can save these businesses is if we provide government funding to these businesses through tax money. But even then, they managed to get themselves into a recession, and therefore chose to take up drug smuggling. So the best we can do for them is to just shut them all down, regardless. And then comes the issue of the criminal or criminals responsible for smuggling the drugs, whose name or names will not be revealed. Say that this criminal or group of criminals is out of the country and out of our jurisdiction as a result. We are not going to invade another country and likely start a war with that country just to nab that one criminal, especially if these other countries are able to catch the criminal or criminals on their own without us. And I say we send troops to catch the criminal or group of criminals to other countries, regardless if they start a war or not. Because let's face it, ever since 9/11, we dramatically increased security across America, even if it stripped out other people's freedoms. And as we increased security across America post 9/11, there was much less terrorism years ago. And if we can increase security all across America and the rest of the world to bring that smuggler or smugglers to justice, we might do to today what we used to do for post 9/11. Again, we're taking out other countries' civil liberties, and we're taking out our own people's civil liberties too. It's best that we focus more on criminals suspected of smuggling drugs while leaving others alone, and we're better off doing the same with countries, because otherwise we could start a war with them. And then the presidential debate ends and the two of them take a break. Even if your policies might work and you become president of the United States, in the end, you're still just a softie like every other Democrat in America. Hey, soft isn't always a weakness. At the very least, it's a lot better than all of those regressive policies you and your fellow Republicans made. Just wait until time passes, and we'll see whose policies are better.